Not jump on a fucking trending topic for once in a lifetime.
My name's Jeff.
You rendered a 35-second video and uploaded it to YouTube.
It's because of that we smoked, bro. Bro, it's because of that we smoked. You smoked a fat outside downstairs. That's why you didn't upload it properly. I blame myself. I'm really sorry about that. I told the audience. I'm really sorry that that Erling couldn't get that whole video out. We're gonna upload it now.
I've been Chubbs.
Subscribe to Chubbs.
35 seconds.
Alright, so this is the computer that won't fucking work. I want to die. And this is my room in the Omnia house. Are we even calling it the Omnia house? What are we calling the house?
Omnia house works.
It's Omnia house until we get a sponsor. Sponsor us. What is up, guys? This is Atozy today, and I am back with a new video. As you can see, I'm definitely in a new place. This is my new room in England. So, I mean, obviously it just looks like a fucking mess, but that's technically the current state of my life anyway, so. Oof. So today I decided to not jump on a fucking trending topic for once in a lifetime, but instead of that, talk about two of the most painful days in my life. And when I'm saying painful days, I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, first world problems, fuck you for that. I'm just gonna be like, seriously, they were just annoying. But your boy Atozy, the guy standing right here, he wanted to travel to England. Normally the flight time would be an hour and a half. So in total travel time for me to get from my house to this house it should take me about 4 hours in total. I somehow managed to use 38 hours to get here. How did I manage to use 38 hours? I have to thank Ryanair for that one. So massive shout out to Ryanair, the best freaking airlines company in the world. It got me from Oslo, Norway to Manchester in 38 hours. And then from Manchester I took a 2-hour train up to Newcastle, which is basically where I am right now. So what happens at Atozy? So I start off in Lillehammer, Norway. I go from Lillehammer to Oslo. I go to Oslo to fly out. I get to the airport, I check my bags, everything is running pretty decent, I guess. Pain in the ass in security because for some reason I always get random controlled. I do not know why I always get random controlled, but every time I get random controlled, they're actually telling me, excuse me sir, can you please take off your socks and open your shoes? Okay? So I do that. I thought they'd do that in like this, like, you know, the control where I go through, you know, that's the reason I take off my shoes and put it on the conveyor belt. But no, after I get into the airport, I get waved to the side. Excuse me, sir. Can you take off your shoes, open your shoe soles, take off your socks, twist them inside out. Can we see your socks? And I mean, I don't even wear that fancy socks. Oh, wait, dude, this is a pretty fucking high kick. Oh, fuck! And every time I ask them, either they don't reply to me what they're looking for, or they're just like, yeah, we're looking for marijuana. And then I'm like, why? Like, why would I even bring marijuana from probably one of the most expensive countries to buy marijuana in to definitely a cheaper country to buy marijuana? It just doesn't make sense to me. So it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm totally gonna risk smuggling marijuana from a really expensive country to a country where I can buy it for an extremely reasonable price. But I mean, I guess they're just doing their job and trying to pass the 8 hours they have to be there, so. Anyway, I go through passport control, all that other stuff. We sit down in the waiting room and I'm waiting in the waiting room for probably a good 3.5 hours. So they announced my flight, I went to my gate, and then I sat at like the waiting room for the gate. First an hour, then another hour, then another hour, then another half hour, and they were like, yeah, the plane hasn't arrived yet. We're sorry. We have to cancel the flight. And then I'm like, oh, that's great for business. Because, you know, all I wanted to do, I just wanted to, but Ryanair, they just wanted me to. Look at that, I found a cheeky way of using the go and stop sign that I spent 7 pounds on. This room, it's like, it's so empty, like it feels so weird. I should like, we're gonna have some like posters here and here, some LED lights, and there'll be a little bit more flavor to the room than what I personally have right now, or currently have right now, not personally have. So anyway, flight delayed. I get put into a hotel. All right, that's cool. So I go to the hotel. Number one, my hotel room, it doesn't exist on the elevator. So this is where we come into the picture where the people that follow me on Snapchat, you guys know my complaints. I'm gonna show my Snapchat reel right here so you guys kind of get the picture of what is actually going on. So as you can see, I wasn't quite lucky with the elevator considering my freaking floor wasn't on the elevator. The second floor and then walked the stairs up to the 3rd floor because they just didn't put the elevator on the 3rd floor for some reason. Okay, cool. So after that, my room didn't work. Or more precisely, my room key didn't work. I have no idea what the problem was with my freaking room key, but it just didn't work. That's just great. Love it. Life. So after finally getting into my room, I did this. I'm not gonna say I did it on the video. I'm just gonna say, oh, I allegedly did this. Because there was some decent wine in the mini bar. I'm probably gonna get charged for that somehow. Now, 7 in the morning, we get picked up by a shuttle bus. The shuttle bus was about 1 hour late. So they said they were gonna pick us up at 7, but it actually came at 8, so that was just fucking great. I mean, me being extremely tired, I didn't sleep the entire night. I just kind of had like this port wine hangover, and then, so I just kind of stayed up all night watching comedians on YouTube, so. It's kind of hard to edit this. Definitely with this going on downstairs. Oh, what the fuck? Go through security again. This time I actually wasn't random controlled. No, wait, I actually was. Fuck my life, I was. At this point, when they announced the flight was gonna be delayed again, I wasn't even surprised. I was just like, alright, this is what I was expecting. I am honestly never gonna fly Ryanair again. It's just gonna be fucking great. Anyway, they finally announced that the plane has arrived, they cleaned the plane, and we got onto the plane. Flew from Oslo to Manchester. I got off the plane, checked the train app, and realized, oh yeah, obviously I missed the fucking train that I spent 60 pounds on. Oh, that's fucking great. I was actually supposed to land, you know, yesterday, so hyped for that one. So I had to buy a new train ticket for 66 pounds. Met up with Danny Orston, the guy that was behind me earlier, and everything was actually going good for once. Until we ordered the rest of my computer parts on Amazon Prime. That's when the second set of problems kinda kicked in with this computer right here. I like that I'm like in the selfie shot. So that computer right there. There was a few problems with that computer. Let's just say there's a few problems with my computer. Number one, okay, so everything's plugged in, everything's supposed to be working, and Scott and I built the computer. Scott and I have both built computers before, and we can't figure out what's actually wrong, because this has never happened to us before. So anyway, put in all the parts, spent about an hour and a half doing it, because you know, cable management it's pretty nice to have. Then we plugged in the computer to the wall, started it, and the computer starts. Hallelujah, we thought everything was gonna be fucking alright. No, it wasn't, because when I plugged it into the monitor, no connection. The computer will not connect to the monitor. Fuck. Our first thought was, I actually brought the GPU with Ryanair, so I checked that. So I was worried that Ryanair just like slammed my bag somewhere, that, you know, just threw it off a fucking mountain, picked it back up, put it in the plane, and then just like, oh yeah, that Atozy guy, he'll probably enjoy this now. The fuck, there's a fucking siren outside. England's dangerous, yo. So anyway, we take out that GPU, we put the GPU into Scott's computer, and we plug it into his monitor. It boots up, and it shows on the screen that everything has a connection and everything's working. So then we're like, oh, okay, so it's not the GPU. What's the problem? Oh, another thought, oh, we could have put the RAM into the wrong slots. Okay, so we rearranged the RAM, only tried with one stick in like freaking every single RAM slot. Still doesn't boot. Still doesn't get a freaking connection with the monitor at all. So this is kind of annoying. So if any of you guys know what it could be, comment in the comments below, because that would actually help me a lot. So what we think it is we think it's the motherboard, because there is like some flaws on the motherboard. There's like some melted copper casing or something that's going through the motherboard, and it just looks totally off, like something is factory wrong with it. So I ordered another motherboard, and that will be here on Monday. So by Monday I hopefully have my computer so I can start editing shit again. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have to annoy freaking Danny by using his computer. So that would just be fucking amazing if everything just worked on Monday. Oh shit, I'm Alex is actually coming here on Monday as well. Because I guess it's out of the box now that I'm Alex, Scott, and Danny were moving in together. So the 4 of us will be living in this house. It'll be pretty cool. Anyway guys, I'll be wrapping up the video now. Drop a like if you liked the video. I'm sorry it's kind of like a hesitated video. I just kind of put up the camera and just wanted to rant out all my frustrations I've had within the last 48 hours. It's kind of been a pain in the ass. Anyway, I did open a Patreon, and one of the Patreon goals is if you donate like more than $20, I will thank you at the end of the video. So far, Train Fart, thank you. Thank you for donating to the Patreon. It means a lot, man. Because like, I feel like Train Fart is like that one proud dad like on the bleachers like of like a kid's soccer game that's just like the #1 fucking fan of like that kid. Like, yeah! At that point, I'm gonna be ending the vlog. I'm ending the vlog.